Okay, you already know how to express a number. So if I should say age equals to 20, so you already know that, okay, this is a number, right? So what we are going to be looking at, let's look at some operations you can carry out on numbers. So we're going to look at operation. We're still going to look at method. So operation is not really method, it's just how you use it to perform a specific task, right? So now, because of this, I don't want to make the tutorial long. I will still come to my terminal. So for my terminal here, I'm going to invoke my Python interactive shell by typing Python and press enter. So this is my Python interactive shell. So I will say something like, let's say, okay, let me just be putting the number straight up. So if we say 5, so there's some arithmetic, we have what we call arithmetic operation, we have comparison operation, and some other things we're going to be looking at. So talking about arithmetic operation, if you say, you can say 5 plus 3 give you 8. So in Python, you can perform arithmetic operation on numbers. So if I can still say 5 plus 3.5, you see it gives us 8.5. So that's why I told you we'll be doing the integer and float together. You know, we already know that this is float and this is integer, but we are classifying both of them as numbers. So we are doing them together. They actually work together. So talking about the arithmetic operations, just like you do in your normal mathematics, like you add, you subtract, you multiply, you can do those same thing here. So I can say 5 minus 3 give us 2. I can say 5 times 3 give us 15. I can say 5 divide by 3 give us 1.666. So you see, so we have other ones. If we are saying 5 divide 3, so this is what we call floor division. Divide the first number by the second, resulting in an integer. What we're going to have 1, like just give us 0 number. But we also have the opposite of it, which we call modulus actually. So if I say 5 modulus 3, it gives us 2, which is divide and give us the remainder. So that is what this modulus does. We can also do something like exponential. You can say 5. You see it. I put this star symbol twice, which is exponential. But if I put it once, it's multiplication. So I put it twice, which is 5 raised to the power 3. So it gives us 1 to 5. Talking about comparison operation, we can still say 5. You see it, I put it twice, 3. So you say false. Like this sign is used to check if two numbers are equal. So in some cases, now let me tell you, these things we are doing, they are important because you use them in your projects. I'll be doing more examples which will be very you'll be familiar with them. So you can use them. Probably you are building an should I say, as an investment platform, that, or let me say a SaaS, software as a product, software as a service platform, in which you want to make people gain access to a particular resources for a specific period. So you may want to check, okay, when is the person's subscription going to expire? Is the present time less than or greater than the expiration date of a subscription? So all these things are mathematical operations, which is what we are also dealing with. That is something like that you'll be doing in comparison. You will do comparison, you will do arithmetic. Let me assume the day the person did it is 4th of July, and the person subscribed for, let's assume, 3 days plan. So if you add 3 days to 4th of July, it will give you 7th of July. So you can calculate it, you do plus 3 days. Okay, 7th of July, is it greater than or equal to the current date? If that is true, that means the person's subscription have expired, like it have used up to that, like, how will I put it, the duration has either exceeded or it's not the duration. In that case, the person will lose access to that resource you give to the person. So you see, it works that way, but let us not be too fast. So I'll be doing just short, as in making it short. So let's not be too fast. So I can also say, you can see something like 5. If I put this sign, it means not equals to 3. You see, it said true, like is 5 not equals to 3? It said true. If I say 5 greater than 3, it said true. Yes, but if I say 5 less than 3, it say false. If I say 5 less than equals to 3, it say false because it's not less than or it's not equals to 3. So you should just take note of all this one. These are just some operations you can do. Also, we have the maths module. Now we still talk about module, but we have not gotten to that level, which I was talking about packages, how you import packages. But you can import math module. You can say import math. So because this math module is like a container that have different things relating to maths. So when you import it, you can say math dot, let me say square root. You want to find the square root of a number. Inside here, you can put maybe 16. You see it gave you 4.0. So all these things are important to you. You don't know the kind of project that you'll be working on. So the project can involve calculation, the project may not involve calculation, so depending. So you can also have, let me say, absolute. You have absolute also. Absolute of -5. So it gives you 5, which is the absolute of it. You can also have something like math dot power, like it's like saying raised to power. So the first one you put, the first one is the number, the second one is the power you are raising it to. So it give you 8, which is 2 raised to power 3. It's just like you do something like 2 star 3. So sure you understand. So we also have trigonometry also. If I can say something like math dot sine. So in case you are thinking it does not have trigonometry, I can say okay, math dot pi, which is the pi. You already know pi. If you are coming from maths background, you already know pi. What pi is. Percent I give you 1.0. So different when we talk about logarithm or log of base 10, log, so they are all there. If I say log of let's say log of 100, right? Let's say log of 100. You see, give us 4.6. So they are all different ones you can use. So depending on your own project you are working on, you can explore more about. Let me just write some project for us so that I can say maybe we do not write some project for this. Let's assume you build an e-commerce platform. So we can say something like price per item. Let's say price per item can be, let's say 19.99 as a price per item, but the quantity can be 3. So maybe the person have 3 of the item that he wants to buy. So you're going to have total underscore cost is going to give you the price per item times the quantity. So this is a basic math. So I can print inside print now. Remember this F string we have been using. So inside this I can say total cost is, inside this curly brace I will put the variable name inside, total cost, like this, and save it. So if I save it now, let us run this thing. Come to my terminal. Okay, this is my interactive share. So I will exit the interactive share. So let me clear the screen. So on my terminal here, I'm just going to say Python space part5.py. You see it gave us the total cost as 59.697, which is multiplying 3 times this. So that is what it gave us. So let us just write another example. So I will clean this one also. Okay, or let me Ctrl Z. Let me just comment it out. I will clean this because it's not needed. So you can see the original price. So this example that I want to give, it can come in a situation in which when you build your e-commerce site, you provide a space for user to put coupon code. So the coupon code can have the discount that will be attached to it, probably 10% discount, 15, 20, you know, depending. So, and you want to reduce this cost from the total cost. So what we're going to have now, let me assume the original price is 50. So the discount rate, probably from the code the person put, discount rate is 0.1. So 0.1 is 10% discount. So you can have the discounted price is going to be the original price times open bracket 1 minus the discount rate, the discount underscore rate. So then finally we can print it out. We'll just say discounted price. Discounted price is this. Then inside this bracket we can put the discounted price. So something like this, and save. So this is it. So let us run it. So you see the original price is 50. The discounted rate is 0.1. Then we have solving, do your normal mathematics. This 0.1 is that if the this 0.1 is synonymous to 10%, like let me put this our comment sign here, it's synonymous to 10% reduction, like 10% reduction. So that is the discount. So if the discount is 10, you just say 10 over 100. If discount is 60 over 100 give you 0.6. That's just like that. So let us run it and see what it gives us. So you see it gives us discounted price is 45.0, and the original price before is 50. But because of you are removing 10% from the cost, that's why we got 45.0. So because 10% of 50 is actually 5. So these are just some basic stuff you can come across. Let's just do one more. Let's do a situation in which you want to get the rating of when they are voting for something. So you want to get the average rating. So we are going to have rating. So you know we haven't done list in detail. So I think we'll be doing list next, but I've already give us a brief overview of this list. So we can have 4, we have 5, we have let's say 3, we have 4 again, we have 5. Let me just put it like this. So these are the ratings that will put S here. So these are the ratings somebody get probably for his book or for his product. These are the ratings. So how do you get the average rating? Because the average rating people are going to see. If you visit a website, you see the average rating. And the average rating is the average of all the rating people have been rating the item. So I can see average rating equals to sum. So you put the sum of the rating. Sum of the rating divided by the length of the rating. So you know average is sum over number, like sum of item over number of items. So that is just what we did here. So the average rating is the sum of the rating over the length of the rating. So from there you can print average rating is this. Inside you put the average rating inside and save it. So let us run it and see. So the average rating is 4.2. Let us look at scenario in which you want to round up a number into some specific this thing. So I will comment this, then go up. So you can have something like this, like price. The price of an item can be, let's say, 19.4. This. But you know this is a 4-place decimal. So, but you want to output it to probably 2 decimal place. So you can have something like print. You know, I told you this is why we use print. is to display it on the screen. So you use the method round. You say price, like you pass the price to the, then the next one is the number, like the decimal place you want. So something like this is round, which is a method for number method here, round. So this is the bracket it have. Inside the bracket you pass two arguments. Like I don't want to be talking about argument and value here. So probably in another of our class I will talk about it. So this is, so when you pass these two arguments here, so you have price. So you put price here. How many place of decimal is 2? You put it like this. Let's save it and run it. You see what the output will look like. So it gave us 19.46, because when you convert this one to two decimal place, this number to two decimal place give you 19.46. And if you are coming from maths background, you understand how it's being done. So once this one is more than 5, you add 1 to this number here. Okay, so I've also explained some other method like the power. We talk about the power. So I'll tell you about how you sum numbers up, like making use of sum. Like if I should say sum, then inside sum you pass a list of numbers like this. It will sum them up. You can also use it to do divide by a number to get the average. We have talked about that one. Let me assume the item in someone's cart. Let's put it this way. Let's say the item in someone's cart. Like when we will get to list, we'll talk about that cart more. So let me see the items. The items in someone's cart is something like this. The cost of the item, we have one that is 45, let us say 45 naira. We have another one is 60 naira, another one is 50 naira, another one is 20, just like that. So, but you want to get the sum, which is the total cost of the item. You just say cost, or let us say total cost. Total cost will be equals to sum. Then inside you pass the items. So you can say print. Put your F, put this, you say total cost is, then you put your curly brace here, then inside it you pass the variable inside and save it, Ctrl S to save it. So if the items are this, like the cost of each of the items are this, one is 45, one is 16, one is 15, one is 20. So the total cost will be in this format. So let us run the code and see what we get. So you see, so total cost is 175 now. That is total cost of all these items here. So it gave us that price. So just take note of all these things. They actually helps. There are some times that you may want to use. We have a method that converts string to integer. So let's say user underscore age is 25. Let's say 25. So user underscore age is 25. We can do something like if user underscore age dot is digits. You know, when we're doing string, we talk about this string method called is digits, which is to clarify, like to validate if a value is a string. Like, I mean, if it's a digit, right? That is what like is digit. And int. So int is a built-in method that converts string to integer. So this int, inside the int, you pass the variable into it. You can say user underscore age. So if it's greater than 0, then what are you going to do? You can say print valid age. Valid age is, you can print invalid age. So you can save this. Like now, if you can say user age is 25, although you know this is a string, this is not integer, but what we are saying here, say if user age, we actually know that it's a string, So that's why we pass this validator, like this dot is digit. This dot is digit is a method that applies to string that used to check if the string can actually be an integer, because some people can write integer as in they can give us integer in place of string. So we want to be able to validate, okay, is this thing an integer? So we have is digit, which can know if it's a number. So this one, when it becomes true, and is another, we are trying to check again, and this is also true, like these two must be true. So int user age, so we try to convert it to a number here. So normally we know this is a string, but what this thing does is converting string to number. So if we put the string inside, we convert it to number. That is why you have int here. So when you convert it to number, I want to check if it's greater than 0. If it's greater than 0, we print its valid age. If not, we print its invalid age. So let's save it and run our code. It said it's a valid age, because why? We put 25 here. So if we put good here, let's try and run it again. You see saying valid age. If we put let's put 25 years, save it and run it again. It say invalid age, because why? The reason why here return invalid age, because this cannot convert it to number. This one self, like this is false, this cannot convert it to a number, and this is also false because this is half num. No, we'll talk about another method in string called alphanumeric, like AL, like alpha, short form for alphabet, AL, then NUM. So like is alphanumeric. So I'll talk about it in string again. Let me not be bringing it here again. So these are just some methods you can check. So you can also check online. There are other methods you can also use. So some of them are found in your trigonometry also. So you can just check them out. So I think we'll be moving to lists now. So let's move to lists.